Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the very foundation of the NFL as we know it. This isn't just some rumor. It's a confidential, explosive revelation that's tearing through the corridors of power, echoing across the league like a thunderclap. Right now, in the deepest, most secretive backrooms of Chicago's front office, phones are going ballistic. Executives are locked in clandestine meetings, whispers of a deal so monumental that it could rewrite the future of one of the league's most historic franchises. My sources just confirmed something huge, something that's been hidden behind layers of encryption, and only a select few insiders truly understand the magnitude of what's about to happen. Think about it, a superstar, an elite player at the peak of his prime, the kind of talent who can change the course of a franchise with a single move. An absolute game changer, a player who commands double teams, who strikes fear into the hearts of offensive lines around the league. And he's right now being targeted by the Chicago Bears. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Bears, who have been licking their wounds after back-to-back seasons of heartbreak, searching for that missing piece to finally flip the script and dominate the NFC North, are about to make a move so audacious, so unprecedented, that the league itself might never recover. But here's the kicker. Who is this player? That's the question that's got everyone on edge. I can tell you this isn't just a run-of-the-mill trade target. This is a player of such caliber, such dominance, that names flood the rumor mills, famous faces, legendary defenders, the kind of guy you see in Hall of Fame debates. Yet I've kept the identity under wraps because the truth is, nobody outside the inner sanctums of the league truly knows the full picture. Until now, until I am here to reveal it. And trust me when I say, this secret is so explosive, so mind-blowingly significant that the entire NFL landscape is about to shift. What's happening behind closed doors right now is nothing short of historic. The chaos you're about to witness is just the tip of the iceberg. The next 48 hours will be critical. Are you ready to find out who this game-changing player is? Because what I'm about to drop will blow your mind. An insider's glimpse into a deal so monstrous, so unprecedented that it could set a new standard in NFL history. But first, if you're serious about being front and center for the biggest breaking story of the year, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and activate the bell. Because if you think this is just another rumor, think again. This is your inside scoop, direct from the league's most trusted sources. And trust me, whoever says they know the endgame isn't seeing the whole picture. Stay tuned, because what's coming next will make history. Now let's set the stage. It's no secret the Chicago Bears are in a total rebuild mode. After finishing 11-6 this past season, qualifying for the playoffs and even knocking out the Packers, a rare victory for a franchise desperate for a comeback, they still face glaring weaknesses. Their offense, despite the emergence of Caleb Williams, remains inconsistent. The offensive line struggles to protect the young quarterback. The wide receivers lack the explosive weaponry that can turn close games into blowouts, and the defense, while improving, still lacks that undeniable game record to put fear into opponents. And what about the defense? The Bears have their rising stars, sure, Jalen Carter, a stud in the middle along with some promising linebackers, but they're missing that impact edge rusher capable of consistently collapsing the pocket, who can change the tide of games with a single play. They've been searching for this piece for months. They've been in secret meetings in Chicago's skyscrapers, encrypted calls in the dead hours of the night, private jets shuttling executives across the country. The whispers speak of a meticulous plan to secure the player, an anchor on defense who can elevate the entire unit, turn the Bears into a nightmare matchup for any offense. And then they found him. Yes, I said him, because it's no coincidence. This isn't some splashy veteran with a declining spark. This is a player at the absolute zenith of his powers, a transcendent talent whose name has become legendary across the NFL landscape. And now he's about to be linked to Chicago, a franchise desperate to reclaim its past glory, eager to make a statement that echoes for decades. Let me finally reveal the name. Brace yourself, because this is a game changer. Mylesgarrett. That's right, Myles Garrett, the destroyer of quarterbacks, the game wrecker, considered one of the most unstoppable defensive talents in the history of the league, is about to become a Chicago Bear. Now buckle up, because I'm about to give you a deep dive into why Garrett is the perfect fit, what his career has looked like, and how this move could reshape the NFL landscape forever. First, let's talk about stats. In the historic 2025 season, Garrett lit up the league like never before. He exploded for 23 sacks. Yes, 23, breaking the NFL single-season record set by Michael Strahan and T.J. Watt. That's not just good, that's legendary. To put it into perspective, the second-place finishers in sacks this year hovered around 15-16. Garrett's 23 obliterated every expectation. His pass rush grade, a staggering 93.3 from Pro Football Focus, ranking #1 across the entire league. That's not just dominance, that's the kind of elite, transcendent performance that makes quarterbacks lose sleep. But it's not just the sacks, oh no. Garrett amassed 39 quarterback hits, a personal best, showcasing his relentless pursuit of destruction every single snap. His tackles for loss, a league-leading 33, demolishing running plays and rattling offenses into submission. Add to that 60 total tackles, his career high, and 43 solo stops, and you realize you're looking at a player who impacts every facet of the defensive game. And let's not forget the awards. Garrett was named the PFWA Defensive Player of the Year, his second such honor after winning in 2023. He was a unanimous AP All-Pro selection, again, a first-team pick in a league flooded with superstar defenders. His 6 consecutive PFWA All-NFL team selections, matching Reggie White's legendary streak, prove that Garrett isn't just a flash in the pan. He's a cornerstone of NFL defense today and for years to come. And of course, a 7th Pro Bowl nod cements his status as one of the elite. Why is Garrett the perfect fit for Chicago? Well, aside from his jaw-dropping stats, his leadership and explosiveness align perfectly with the Bears' vision to become defensive monsters again. They're craving that one guy who can change the game in an instant, who commands double teams, who terrifies offenses, just like Garrett has done throughout his career with the Browns. His versatility allows him to line up inside or outside, making him the ultimate weapon in coordinator Dennis Allen's scheme. And now imagine him in Soldier Field, wearing the navy and orange, wreaking havoc with every snap. The Bears' defense instantly elevates to a top-tier status, and suddenly Chicago is not just a team on the rise. They're a playoff contender with a legitimate shot at Super Bowl glory. But behind the scenes, the drama thickens. NFL executives and insiders are whispering about the frenetic negotiations behind closed doors. The league's top general managers, including Ryan Poles of Chicago, are working in the shadows, trying to finalize negotiations before the league's legal tampering window opens. Sources close to the talks reveal that rival teams, say the Jets or the Chargers, are throwing every possible obstacle into the path, knowing that Garrett's market value has skyrocketed beyond any previous defensive star. And there's more. The logistics are mind-blowing. Massive signing bonuses, incentives, performance clauses that make the deal not just about money, but about legacy. It's said that Garrett's camp has been pushing for a deal that includes, among other things, a $50 million signing bonus, a multi-million-dollar performance bonus for sack milestones, and a no-trade clause, ensuring he controls his destiny for the foreseeable future. Imagine the impact. Chicago's defense becomes an absolute fortress. Garrett lined up next to Jalen Carter and a revamped linebacker corps. Opposing offenses would be quaking at the very thought. NFL authorities are already comparing this potential trade to historic moves like the Khalil Mack acquisition by the Bears in 2018 or the Von Miller trade in 2022, except this one promises to be even more seismic. And Coach Ben Johnson's reaction? Unbelievable. Sources say he's absolutely ecstatic, seeing Garrett as the final piece to his blueprint to turn the Bears into true contenders. This is the kind of move that defines a franchise, one insider revealed. The owner's board. They're already envisioning banners, sold-out stadiums, and a future where Chicago is the league's most feared defensive unit. The financial implications? Well, Garrett's contract would roughly be $160 million over 4 years, averaging $40 million annually. That's the kind of market-shattering deal that will set new standards. But it's also about the scheme fit. His ability to play both the run and pass, collapse pockets, and ignite the entire defense makes him invaluable. If this move happens, expect the Bears to release some veterans to fit the cap, perhaps older players or those with larger salaries, and focus the cap space on building around Garrett. And the next season, Garrett's projected stats could climb even higher. Think about 25-plus sacks, multiple forced fumbles, and earning his third Defensive Player of the Year award. It would be a statement, an era-defining move that sets the tone for Chicago's future dominance. So as I wrap this up, remember this: what's happening right now behind the scenes is nothing short of historic. This deal isn't just about acquiring a player. It's about rewriting history, reshaping legacies, and cementing the Bears' place at the top of the NFL pyramid. The next 48 hours will be decisive. If you're serious about staying ahead of the curve, you better stay locked in. Subscribe, smash that like, and turn on notifications, because what I'm revealing here is just the beginning of what could be the most legendary story in NFL history. This isn't just a trade, it's a revolution. And it all hinges on one name, Mylesgarrett. The monster, the legend, about to land in Chicago. Are you ready for what comes next? Because trust me, this is just the start. The NFL will never be the same.